Hey guys, it's me, Realm, Proboscis Sniper, Brian, whatever you care to call me. I'm here to make another video, not so much about my animations, but if you're at all curious, I am still working on making some for this channel. It's just progress has been slow due to the script writing for the Klonoa movie, as well as working on drawing stuff for my OCs and other things like GIFs and requests. However, I do plan on doing a special animation for this channel involving a certain phone bone that I'm sure you guys are aware of. It's based on a video I had him in before where he's being a comedic politician, but this time I'm having him dubbed by Jon Stewart. Trust me, it's gonna be beautiful. For now, I'm here to talk about a special thing involving Nintendo Super Smash Bros. Ballot. I'm sure you've all have heard of it. You all know of its existence, and I'm pretty sure that you placed 50 submissions to get Goku or Sub-Zero in the game. For those of you who don't know, well, get out from under the rock you're under already. Anyway, the Smash Ballot is Nintendo's nice way of saying we're out of ideas for our next Smash DLC, so we're asking you who it should be. And no, there's no drop down box where we have a selection of who we want to return. I mean, we can type down whoever we want to be in the new Super Smash Bros. This has given a big opportunity for us to submit our thoughts to Nintendo about what we want in a game so many people love. We're getting our input in something as huge as Super Smash Bros. I'm happy for this, though I personally find it to be a double-edged sword, but more for Nintendo's perspective. Sakurai must be pulling his hair out from all of the requests for Goku. The ballot is going to go on for quite a while, so if you haven't voted yet and you still want to, you still have a lot of time to do so. And you don't even need an account to vote. I'll be sure to provide a link to the ballot in the description below, so you guys are probably wondering, who exactly did I place in the ballot? Guys, do you really need to ask? It should be painfully obvious if you haven't been paying attention to this video or to this channel for a while. I, for one, submitted Klonoa to be a playable character, and most people who I've told this to have said the exact same things to me. Oh, Realm, Klonoa is too obscure to be placed in the game. Oh, yes, because Smash Brothers have never made inclusions of anyone obscure. Even back to Nintendo 64, I'm pretty sure most people back then raised their eyebrow thinking, who the fuck is Ness? And not knowing he was from Earthbound. In Melee, we got Marth and Roy, and which, again, I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought, what the fuck is a Fire Emblem? In Brawl, I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't remember Pit as the guy from Kid Icarus Uprising, and if it weren't for the AVGN, no one would know who Rob is. Of course, things are a bit different now, and these characters are finally recognized as something, but I'm not thinking with the perspectives of today, I'm thinking with the perspectives of years ago, when those Smash games came out, since it would be stupid to use the perspectives of today, since people learned and figured out what these things are later on. Back then, no one would understand these references. In fact, Smash Bros. Still includes really obscure references, mainly their items and assist trophies, and I'm pretty sure that there's a few of them that we can look at and go, where in God's name is that from? So I really find obscurity to be an irrelevant factor when it comes to a game like Smash Brothers. He's a third-party character. While I understand that, but Smash has been a bit more open to third-party characters thanks to Brawl. But since Bandai-Namco themselves are working on this game, that only increases the chance that maybe just one more Namco representative can be in. That's just me, but there's a lot of different perspectives on this matter that I'm pretty sure the majority of us have heard before. Plus, when Nintendo introduced these characters into Smash Bros., they suddenly started getting more recognized. That's why a lot of people know Marth for who he is. That's why a lot of people know who Ness is. That's why a lot of people remember who Pit is from Kid Icarus Uprising. It's because of Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers could do the same thing for Klonoa and make him recognizable amongst gamers. He hasn't had a game in years. This goes back to the point of relevancy and that it doesn't matter. I mean, when's the last time we received an F-Zero game? When's the last time we received an Earthbound game? When's the last time anyone used Rob for anything? In fact, Rob the Robot is a perfect counter-argument to most claims regarding relevancy and importance, just because no one really remembers him until an infamous internet reviewer talked about it, and the fact that Rob's primary reason to exist is no longer viable. Then the last thing I hear is, there's nothing he could do for a moveset. I beg to differ. Allow me, Klonoa fans, to brighten your day with a list of moves that Klonoa can use in Smash 4 as a moveset. First off, I see Klonoa as a varied fighter, since he can use his tools and moves that can be used from either short range or long range, so Klonoa could be a character who has two different options of confrontation. First, for his moves, I was thinking his neutral A would just be him shooting something from his Wind Ring, and it would work sort of similarly to Ganondorf's neutral A jab, only not as powerful, but can still launch pretty well. Actually, now that I think about it, it could act like the Beam Genome from Namco X Capcom, where not only could it be used as an attack, but it can be used as a shield and probably deflect other projectiles. I think that would be an interesting option to have. His side tilt could be backhanding someone with his Wind Ring. I don't know, I just find something like that would be rather humorous. Then for his up tilt would be flipping his ears up to scoop enemies into the air, and his down tilt could be jabbing low with the ring to trip people up. For his side smash, he could use the Wind Sword where it slashes twice and the second hit is being stronger, sort of like Link's side smash. His up smash, he could take out his hammer and smack the characters upwards with it, while the down smash, he could spin around with the hammer so he can hit both sides of him and take out enemies from both sides. For his neutral special, he could have the arm cannon. Yes, Klonoa has an arm cannon that he can use to charge up and shoot, sort of like maybe Samus's neutral B or Mega Man's side smash, only like Samus, he can hold on to this charge. His side B could that he could throw his shuriken. I know like the Klonoa wiki calls it a boomerang, but come on guys, it's a goddamn shuriken. Just look at it. Klonoa can throw out this shuriken, and perhaps akin to Greninja's water shuriken, it can deal multiple hits and the launching hit is on the last attack of the shuriken. But something I think that would be cool is if you want to have the boomerang effect or keep the whole boomerang idea, basically when Klonoa throws it and it comes back, it can drag people towards Klonoa as it's returning. I think that would be pretty neat. Down B would be Klonoa picking up an enemy like King DDD used to do in Brawl before it was changed to just Gordos, and he could just throw them at enemies. Like he just randomly picks up a moon, he throws it at an enemy. Or if you want to be unique with it and you do it in the air, Klonoa could use it for a double jump and just drop the enemy down. I don't think it would spike, but I think it could like interrupt like an air game or something. Like say someone is below Klonoa, you go to pop the down B as someone's trying to go underneath you, you just drop the move like right on them. And not just that, you could also use it as like another recovery. So I guess Klonoa would have like two different means of recoveries. On top of that, it being kind of a useful attack. Like I don't know, maybe it could be sort of like how Sonic drops a spring onto people for his up B, I guess. But I guess maybe Klonoa could just throw it a little faster. And yeah, like I said, it wouldn't down spike or anything. It wouldn't be a meteor smash, but I think it would just interrupt people as they're in the air. So not only could you use it as an offensive mean, but you can use it as a recovery mean. Like if you're on the ground, Klonoa would probably just throw the thing straight in front of him, but if you're in the air, he just throws it straight down for a double jump. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention about the Shuriken move, what I think his side B could be. Something that I think would be interesting about the Shuriken is that you can angle the Shuriken, you know, sort of like the Mega Man's Metal Blades, where if you hold side B and just before you throw it, you angle the analog stick in a certain direction, like say you want to aim it diagonally upwards, side B, diagonally upwards, and he throws it upwards. I think that would be pretty nice, you know, being able to like get people in the air. Actually, that'd be a nice way to negate an air game and such. So while Klonoa has a bit of an air game himself, he can actually negate other air games. I don't know, I think that would be pretty neat. His up B recovery can be Klonoa using the tornado attack from Klonoa Beach Volleyball, where he spins in the air and a tornado pushes him upwards. And if you're on the ground, then this attack could do what it did in Beach Volleyball and suck opponents in, and which could set up for a down smash. So you could suck them in with the up B when you're on the ground, and then send them flying right back out with the down smash. For Klonoa's dash attack, dude, that's simple. Just running people over with a snowboard. Now, for his aerial attacks, I'd say his neutral air could still be the Beam Genome, where he can push people away and where he can just push people away and push projectiles. His forward air can be slashing forward with the Wind Sword, and let's see, and his back air, I'd say would probably just be hitting people, backhanding them with the ring again, just sending them flying. His up air could be the tornado attack where Klonoa spins in the air and his ears just catch people like a cyclone and such. And his down air could be basically a fire from his arc cannon straight down, which wouldn't be bad for a meteor smash. I actually prefer that over the regular down B for the meteor smash. You know, I guess sort of like the hard knuckle from Mega Man and such. For Klonoa's grabs, his forward throw could be he just throws the enemy like he does to the mooks in the game. His back throw, I guess, sort of the same as his forward throw, only it goes probably it goes farther since back throws tend to be the better throws. His up throw could be that he serves the guy up like in beach volleyball, and his down throw is that he spikes the character just like in beach volleyball. Plus, Klonoa could be a character who can hover for a short period of time by holding the jump button for an extended jump, so I guess it's even more of a recovery game. These are just my ideas to what Klonoa's moveset could be in Smash 4, and honestly, if that was his moveset in Smash 4, I would die happy. Because I can already think of plenty of different chains to do with Klonoa, and I could seriously see him being a very powerful character. Alright, his final smash. That's easy. The Thunder Hurricane attack he uses as his ultimate attack in Namco X Capcom. Thing is, all of these moves are either a reference to Klonoa Heroes, Beach Volleyball, or even the main series of games. So, all of these in his moveset still have some relevance to the games themselves. So, these moves, even to a fan of Klonoa, wouldn't be too out of left field. Plus, this moveset already covers a lot of bases for a good character. He has close range, he has long range, he can zone out people. Hell, he can probably have devastating throw combos, which is what makes characters like Yoshi, Luigi, Diddy Kong, and a few others so devastating to use in Smash. I just have so many ideas for a character like Klonoa in Smash that, while this is a very slim possibility, you know, it's like in my dreams and such, if Nintendo actually are watching this video, I hope you listened. If you're asking for his taunts, and I could say his up taunt is where he throws his ring into the air and catches it. Down taunt, he stands and poses while his ears blow in the non-existing wind. And his side taunt is he raises his ring to his chest and nods, or maybe even says something. For his entrance, Klonoa can stand on the stage while either Hupo or Lolo warp into his wind ring ready for the fight. Klonoa's victories, Klonoa could come in on his snowboard, spin around for a bit before triumphantly posing, shouting, "Wahoo!" Another victory could be Klonoa gets shot out of a cannon while he's doing a number of flips and turns while again shouting, "Wahoo!" You know, just a little nod to Lunity's Veil with that one. And his last victory screen can be he runs across the victory screen, jumps in the air and dynamically poses while again shouting, "Wahoo!" Seriously, I can go on with what could be done with Klonoa if he was made into a playable character, which honestly is another reason why I feel he should be the next DLC character for Smash 4. He has plenty of moves for a moveset. Hell, I'm just spitballed a few of them, and they still seemed rather relevant to the games and true to the character. I mean, if Klonoa were to have a weakness, I'd say it'd be Klonoa being a floaty character, so he'd be easy to KO. I feel making Klonoa a glass cannon would probably balance a few things out. Like, Klonoa is an amazing character to use, but you gotta make sure you don't get hit too much or you get sent flying. That's just my submission for that. Now, I'm not going to force you guys to vote for Klonoa. I feel I don't have any right to do that. But what I'm asking is to at least think about what I brought up. Or, hey, name a character you voted for and how you think their moveset would play out. I'm just throwing out this video mainly because I've never seen a much better opportunity for Klonoa to get recognized as a video game character again. I already know a good number of people do want Klonoa in Smash, even when Brawl was going around, seeing hacks and the such, and I feel this would be a good chance to make it legit. I really want to see Klonoa make some sort of comeback during this generation of games. Hell, we might finally get that Klonoa 2 remake or that Klonoa 3 we were promised some years ago. I would be completely satisfied if Nintendo actually considered adding Klonoa as a playable character in Smash 4, and I would easily say Smash 4 is the best out of all of the entries. Are the other characters that I'd like to see back in Smash Brothers other than Klonoa? Absolutely. I'd love to see Snake come back. Snake a lot more than Wolf, actually. And yeah, well, I would like to see Wolf come back, because, you know, he was a game that I loved playing in Brawl, but I just loved playing as Snake so much more. I loved the Ultimate Super Soldier to bits. And I'd honestly be willing to put that aside if Klonoa was added instead, because I already know for a fact Snake isn't coming back. Like, seriously, I chose the worst time to main Snake, but I know for a fact that there's no chance of Solid Snake making a return, and no, the Mii fighters aren't the same, people. They're just not the same. I've grown accustomed to that already, but I still have a glimmer of hope that Klonoa can still have a shot at making into this. If you're a fan of Klonoa, definitely consider giving this guy your vote. And if he does get added in, prepare for me to start maining him. Of course, Palutena will always still be my best character. I mean, seriously, I love my goddess. And shame of all of you people on For Glory who don't use her right and make her low tier because of it. Are you trying to give her the same fate as Little Mac did? Come on. Don't don't make me get my online connection working on my 2DS and force people to understand why Palutena does not deserve the credit that she's being given. I will make sure that her honor is restored. I have to teach some people a thing or two about the goddess. And yes, I'll be getting her amiibo in July. Just ask my friends. I never shut up about it. It's just July is too far away. I want it now. Is it July yet? I mean, I think I'm rambling on right now, but that's the basis of this video. I mean, Klonoa would be a perfect addition to Smash 4, and I'm hoping all of you watching this will at least consider and think about what I said. And if you want to debate about my idea about Klonoa being in Smash, I mean, go for it. I don't mind having a discussion about it. I'll defend my stance until I'm blue in the face, but I am forever sticking with it. Anyway, that's probably about it. Hope you enjoyed my input on this. Let me hear your input. Tell me who you voted for, what you think their moveset would be, and the such, because I'd like to hear what you guys are thinking, because I want to know if I'm not the only one who actually considered what some of the characters I'm voting for's moveset would be. But, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later, either on my main channel or this channel.